What's up, everybody? In this video I am going to share with you all a couple of items that I picked up recently. I had a couple of things that came in the mail, including a gift from Caitlin of Funko Pops and Unicorns, which I will save that for later on. But I'm going to start off here with something that I ordered from the Funko shop, and actually I already have the sorter out here. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, and we have here a fantastic plastic variant of the Monkey Assassin. So I did get the original Monkey Assassin, and I really like this one because he is in a white suit now, and he has blood splatter as well. And I like that the white suit actually helps to show off the blood splatter there. This just really reminds me of the Crazy 88 from Kill Bill. I think that's the main reason I like it, but of course mashed up with, a monkey character here. So yeah, I really do like, like I said, I've become a pretty big fan of the fantastic plastic characters, which some of the boxes still stay spastic plastic, but it seems like overall they're trying to change that name because spastic can be offensive in some areas, of the world. But yeah, I'm gonna get this out real quick and take a closer look at him. There are some older Funko Pops with blood splatter, and the blood splatter is so subtle that it doesn't feel like a true variant, like the Tiffany Chase is a good example of that. Tiffany being from Bride of Chucky, such little blood splatter to that one, it just doesn't feel like a true variant. But with this one, it is thoughtfully done, and you can see also like the blood splatter all the way up under there around his collar and around his tie and everything. So it's just thoughtfully done, and of course the blood on his blade as well. Yeah, it looks really cool. He doesn't come with a stand. He doesn't need one. The feet are kind of together and pretty wide, so he stands very well. Yeah, this is just a cool looking figure. Fits in pretty well with the fantastic plastic or spastic plastic line, and yet he's unique at the same time because of the violent overtones to him. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan of this character. Would be interesting to see this character in some form of animation as well. Next up here, I have a figure that I pre-ordered with Entertainment Earth. Although it's not an exclusive with them, I just sometimes pre-order common figures if I'm not worried about getting them like as soon as they drop. So this is a good example of that. And we have here the Marvel 80 Years Namor the Submariner. So yeah, this one I knew that I wanted it. I really wasn't worried about getting it right away, though it has been in stores for a couple of weeks now. Pretty cool looking figure. I definitely like the silver on the box, like the foil going on there. Very cool looking box. You see he's number 500 as well, which looks pretty nice up there. Although, some people kind of stress over the numbers. I guess some people like to, when they display their figures, actually pay attention to the numbers and all that. I never really have as a pop collector. That's something I don't really, it just doesn't, draw my attention. So maybe that's a good thing. It's one less thing to worry about. But yeah, this box looks pretty slick. You see there he has on the back here is I was about to say first appearance. I would assume, yeah, it says first appearance here, Marvel Comics #1. So yeah, that is pretty cool there. And of course, there's also the first appearance Human Torch. I actually do have that one on the way as well. I was hoping they would be here at the same time. They didn't arrive at the same time. Not a big deal though, but you will see that one in another video very soon. I'll be completely honest, I really don't know a lot about this character, and if I've ever read a comic that he was featured in, it's maybe just one, because I think I did read something featuring the Illuminati, which he's a part of, and I know that he's going to be introduced into the MCU, soon enough, so maybe then I'll learn a lot more about him. But yeah, as of now, there's really not much that I know about him. I know at times that he does kind of bump heads with other heroes, and I know there's even the chance of him possibly appearing in a future, Black Panther movie. If not the second one, then maybe one beyond that, because they actually have already set that up in Endgame. There's sort of a hint about him coming into play, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I'll learn more about the character eventually via the MCU. He looks pretty cool. His hair sculpt is pretty on point. I'm noticing almost like some glitter looking going on. I'm not sure if that's actually intentional or if that was just like something that happened accidentally with the paint job. And I'm not even sure if it picks up on camera, but there are certain spots where his hair looks kind of shiny. I think that's just an issue with the paint job. Not really an issue, but I mean, it's not like a negative, but just something I kind of noticed there. He's got those crazy eyebrows going on, which of course that's a paint app there. The trident, I wish the trident was a little sturdier. This is very bendy, but at least it's straight for the most part. But yeah, it'd be nice if it was kind of sturdier there. Overall, you know, pretty simple design. I mean, he does have, you know, his muscles going on there in the sculpt. That's, you know, true to the character. Very strong character. He has those wings that always look kind of odd to me on his ankles back there. But yeah, like I said, very true to the character, and we'll see if they do another version of him in the future. If he, you know, comes into the MCU soon, then I think we definitely will see another version of him on store shelves. The next item here is one that I probably should have grabbed at Barnes & Noble when I saw it. They had it on clearance for like 75% off, and it was just at one location because other locations and other stores are still selling this full price. So yeah, I should have picked it up then, but I ended up getting it through Mercari for almost nothing. I mean, it was you know, a really good deal, so I still ended up getting it at a good value. But yeah, I have here the Pickle Rick action figure, and this is by Funko. You know, sometimes they do action figures. I really wanted this one mainly because of the accessories, especially the helmet there, which I'll talk about once I have this out. But yeah, this is pretty cool here. I don't have a lot of the Funko action figures necessarily. I thought about getting some more of the Rick and Morty ones, but I don't know. They don't translate. I'll say for those action figures, I don't think the 2D characters translated super well to 3D. And then I just didn't want to buy like all of them. I was hoping to see those on clearance, but they've been kind of scattered lately, so I just won't really worry so much about the others, but definitely wanted to get this one. I gotta say, I am pretty impressed with this action figure right away because of the pieces that it comes with and just how it's constructed together. Obviously, you see this was pretty much his full form except for the weapons, which they do have separately here. But I mean, just the, you know, the figure right away looks very true to that episode. And you see he has his extra batteries on his hip and all of that, sort of like you know, like a bullet belt basically, you know, and it's a little bit twisted to the side, but that can be moved, you know. And here's something very cool as well, because obviously, you know, at the heart of it is Pickle Rick himself, and he actually does slide out as the individual pickle there, which is really cool. I didn't even know that was a feature of this action figure, so that is pretty awesome. You see right here he has a hole there on his shoulder, and that is here for the laser weapon that he constructed in the episode, and there it goes in pretty easily. So I definitely like that. And then he has these other weapons, these drills weapons that he formed together, and these can go on his wrist here. And I think they have to go a little bit lower. Let me go ahead and snap that on. Yeah, snaps on pretty easily there. And I'll go ahead and put the other one on as well. I really do like the look of these. And there was a great action sequence within that episode. I mean, there's a couple of good ones, but I really like when he was fighting the rats in the sewer. That was a pretty cool action sequence. And then my main thing that I like about this helmet here, I think this helmet looks really cool. I was kind of hoping that, even though there's already a couple of Pickle Rick Funko Pops, I was kind of hoping that they would do one more of him rocking this helmet. And who knows, maybe they will. You know, it's something that could still happen. But yeah, I really do like the look of this helmet on him. I'm going to put this on here, assuming it slides on pretty easily like the rest of the items. Yeah, and it basically snaps right on. So yeah, that is pretty cool. This is an awesome action figure. Really glad that I have this now. Yeah, and I kind of put off on getting it because it's something that I knew would be pretty much readily available. And like I said, I've still seen it in stores. Most stores still have it full price, but you may be able to find this marked down. I think if you're a fan of the, you know, that particular episode with Pickle Rick, then this is totally worth it, especially if you can find it discounted. Yeah, I'm really happy to have this now. Pretty cool item. The Pickle Rick action figure does have some articulation, mainly just the arms and feet, you know, or legs, I should say, swiveling back and forth. But it's enough that you can kind of steady him to stand him up, you know, if you want to display him like that, which I think, you know, with this action figure, you would want to get it out of box and display it, you know, out of box. But yeah, again, pretty happy with that. And that is still one of my favorite episodes of the series because it has a surprising amount of depth to it. Like, it really digs into what's going on within the family, and has, you know, that therapist that's played by Susan Sarandon, which she did an amazing job with that. So yeah, that's definitely a very cool episode. So next item here, I'm already holding it in my hand. This I actually ordered from Hot Topic, and it took a while to receive. My Hot Topic order sometimes can take a week or more, so sometimes I actually forget about what I have on the way. So with this one, I didn't even remember what was coming, but let me actually show you the top of it here. And if you know the movie, then you probably know already what you're looking at here, but let's go ahead and get him out. This is a 6-inch figure here. And from the movie Big, we have Zoltar. Yeah, this is really awesome. Wow, this looks so cool. And it actually has some heft to it as well, like some surprising heft to it. Within the box, it actually looks a little bit smaller than I expected, but I wouldn't say there's like a ton of wasted space in the box. Yeah, kind of interesting. But yeah, at Myrtle Beach, I'm near Myrtle Beach, and they actually have one of these, a machine. I'm not sure if it's exactly like this. I'd have to look at it again to be sure, but I know there's one like this down at Broadway at the beach at Myrtle Beach. Yeah, but this is very cool. Big is a great movie. I watched that movie a couple of times when I was younger. Yeah, and I definitely like the look of Zoltar here. Now, as far as the other figures, of course, they have Josh Baskin there as a kid, and he's in the suit, that's oversized suit, you know, because he shrunk back down. Not sure if I'd worry about getting that one. I might get him as an adult with the piano, you know, the up under him, though. So, yeah, like I said, they're really happy to have Zoltar here. Looks pretty cool. I'm definitely going to go ahead and take this out. Again, this looks pretty cool. Overall, I would say pretty true to the movie. And, you know, on the back is, of course, very plain looking. But, yeah, it looks very cool up front. Of course, it says up here, Zoltar speaks. Zoltar says, make your wish, you know, so pretty cool looking still overall. I'm definitely going to keep this displayed out of the box. I don't think there's any point in really keeping this in the box, you know, but because it looks so much better out of box. And I've been saying this on my channel recently that more and more I am displaying some pops out of box. I'm not like a full-on out of box collector. I just have a mix in my collection. One final item here, and this is the item from Caitlin from Funko Pops and Unicorns, and do make sure that you check out her channel. She's very consistent with putting out content, and she kind of mixes up her content as well. Of course, she does a lot of Funko Pop hauls, but she also does statue reviews. She talks about comics. Yeah, she just has a good mix going on, and like I said, very consistent with her content as well. But yeah, she sent this item my way, and there is a letter up top here. And actually, I did go ahead and open this previously because I did ask her if she wanted me to open it on camera, and she kind of said it was up to me, and I knew it would be a couple of days before I would film. So yeah, I went ahead and checked it out, and I was pretty surprised, which I'll get to the item in a moment. But yeah, she did send a quick letter here as well. It says, "Hey FM, I know I'm about a month late, but here is a birthday gift for you. I had to wait until I went to a local Comic-Con to get it, so I hope you understand. Thanks for being an awesome friend, and I hope you enjoy this. Happy birthday. Lots of love, Caitlin, Funko Pops and Unicorns." And I definitely will link one of her videos down below. Like I said, check out her channel. Show her some support. She's a very cool individual. But yeah, I follow her on Instagram, and I saw a certain picture that she posted, and I hope she doesn't mind. I will share that picture here in a moment. But when I saw that picture, I won't lie, I was a little bit jealous because the actor that she was in the picture with was in my area a little while ago, but it just didn't make sense money-wise for me to try to go and get an autograph because of how much I would have had to pay for the travel, and I probably would have had to stay overnight possibly. You know, it's just adding everything up, it just wasn't feasible. So yeah, it was very cool that she actually got a signature for me as well, an autograph, and sent the item on my way. And here we go. So we have here Batman from the animated series, and this is actually signed by Kevin Conroy. So yeah, Kevin Conroy was in my area just a couple months ago. May have just been a month or two ago, but yeah, very recently. But again, for me to travel to go to that convention, and you know, everything would have added up where it just wouldn't have made a lot of sense, you know, and also money wise, it would have been a stretch for me at that time. So yeah, I did notice in the picture that she had two of them. But I mean, I thought, you know, maybe one was for a friend of hers, and I mean, yeah, it turned out to be for a friend. It was actually me, because I definitely do consider her a friend. We do talk. She helps out to moderate my streams and everything. Just like I said, cool individual all the way around, and this is definitely a very thoughtful gift, and this put a huge smile on my face. It has me smiling right now. So very awesome, very thoughtful gift from her. I do have the actual figure already in my collection, but yeah, it's all about that autograph though. This is really awesome. I consider this a treasure, absolutely. And yeah, this is something that will definitely stay in my collection. I very much appreciate it. So thank you so much for this, Caitlin. This is just a really awesome gift. I do have a binder now with some plastic sleeves in it, and that's where I've been keeping up with my letters and everything. So I will hang on to the letter that Caitlin sent, because I really do appreciate that as well. I always appreciate, you know, some kind words. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this pretty random haul here. Definitely let me know what you think about the figures that I picked up here. Do you have any of these in your collection? If you're a big fan of Rick and Morty, let me know if you'd consider picking up that action figure. Like I said, I'm highly impressed by it. I think it's a very cool item, and one that, who knows, I might actually pick up every once in a while just to kind of check out, you know, the way that it's constructed together, because I think it is very cool. Remember, if you're not already familiar with her, definitely make sure that you check out Caitlin of Funko Pops and Unicorns. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for taking the time to check it out, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.